Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for August 1st, 2014. So I am going to draw one Gillian Kemp and four Chicken cards to start. Let's see where it goes from there. Okay, we get fruitfulness, the quince tree, and it says, seeds that hold their ground today bear the fruits of present and future happiness. So this kind of sounds like pregnancy card or something, something, but the holding your ground kind of jumps out to me too. So it's like, whatever you're banking in now is like what you're, gestating for birthing later on. Okay. We have Quinta, who represents some fears and anxiety and kind of too narrow of focus and needing to step back and see the bigger picture. Getting out of the box and seeing things in a different light. And Osha, which is she represents Osha root, which is bearberry or lovage root, and this is like a cure-all medicine, basically. But it really focuses on the stomach and digestive stuff more than anything, and but it is like a cure-all for everything, and it's taken usually in rituals in Native America. That's they call it Osha in the Four Corners area of the United States, the Native American and tradition. So, but it has to do with people coming together and really solving problems. Like Earth is making changes, like the actual world around you, the people around you, the physical circumstances are changing. So this is like, hooking the physical. Okay. And Gita, who we got yesterday, she represents the song of God, or the song of the God within people, finding the God within yourself, the Atman, and really being able to live it, where you live fully with all of your needs being met, and really where the universe responds to you in the way that you want, or the way that you deserve. So finding a way to kind of come into harmony with the world around you. And Rihanna, who represents somebody who's framed and blamed, and then information surfaced and her name was cleared, and she regained her throne, and instead of like having anger for her circumstances, she just took it in as her personal power, and she used it as her knowledge and her wisdom about humanity, and she became a very, very powerful goddess. She was the Lady of the Lake, and the head high priestess. So she became a high priestess, and really mentored and guided many people in their ability to see and cope and manage with the world around them. So okay, so stepping back and looking at this, looks like we kind of need to maybe seek companionship with like-minded people here, because and really find your support. And actually, Quinta does represent that also. It's about finding your people who belong with you in your journey, and really being able to navigate the kind of the human dilemmas, and the Osha represents coming together in ritual, using using physical substances, or just really coming together in ritual, though, to cure earth situations, earth problems. So this is, it's kind of like you want to find the right people to wash your brain with, and the right people to influence you and provide you with the energy you need for really holding your ground. If you hold your ground with the right people in it, your ground becomes a lot more fertile, becomes a lot more fruitful. So you want to find your tribe that is going to empower you, and that will help you kind of snap out of any negativity. Because if we're around negative people, we're going to get these fears and anxieties, and we're not going to be able to see the bigger picture. Anybody can pick at our vulnerability and throw us into a place we don't want to be. So if people really care about you, no matter what you're going through, it's almost like they remind you of who you are, and they also remind you of what you belong with and what you're deserving of. So you need to find the right energies to be harmonizing with, and that will help you to see things correctly. Because especially when if you're going through a hard time, that is when you really find out who's with you and who's not. And if somebody is making your hard time worse, then you need to say goodbye, or you need to say, at least temporarily, say goodbye, because you just can't get through what you're going through positively with being surrounded by negative, and that's not your life. That's not your reality. And so you need to find the people who can be around you and really listen to you and respect you and work with you to help you get the life that you deserve, and remind you of who you are and what's meant to be yours. And then it's interesting, over here we have somebody who's already mastered, like, kind of harnessing reality and getting everything. And actually she also is, but we don't really know Gita's past, because she's more, she represents the Bhagavad Gita. So she's about the learning, the teachings of humanity, and learning how to be a warrior, and learning how to walk with the Great Spirit, or with the light of God within you, and know how to interact with people correctly. And Rhea also, she has mastered that, but she wasn't able to do that for a long time, just because she was imprisoned. She was framed and blamed, and she had a rough ride with the people around her, and with humanity's downfall. But she was able to come out of it, and really provide for people in the end. So she also really she became like Gita, what Gita had, but she ended up getting there by kind of more, not that she, not that it was anything she did before that made her not have it, or anything she did that made her have it later. It kind of reminds me of the story of King Solomon, where he loses his ring of power, and then he regains that ring of power again. And, he goes around for a long time without his ring of power, just because of circumstances made him lose it, and then he regained it again. So, a person can always, be like Gita, even when they're down and out, and but they're not really recognized for all of the ways that they're getting their needs met, or being provided for by the universe. So I almost want to say that you just need to fill in the blank here with like the downfall of Rhea, where she was the same person her whole life. I mean, she was no different when she was without power, when she was oppressed, when she had her life taken from her. She was still she still had this knowledge and this wisdom, even though it wasn't apparent to everybody. She was just kind of invisible for a while from society's eyes, and then she came back with the recognition that she was always like Gita. She always had that song. She always was, a part of that power of the universe, even though luck was not on her side for a while. She, it wasn't her fault, and it was, just the way, society sacrificed her for their own learning experience. It was like she had to come out of that with the teachings and the lessons for the people. Whereas usually with Gita, although there's a lot of learning how to fight, and learning how to stand your ground, and learning how to be respectful, and learning how to relate to one another with the Bhagavad Gita also. But anyway, I guess this is really saying that there's just a lot of integrity and authenticity to who you are, and there's something that was lost that's going to be regained, but it was there always. It was there all along. So, and then it's interesting on this side. It's almost like there's a little bit of fear that that you're not gonna regain that throne, or that you're not gonna get your recognition for being Gita, for being a part of the song. But that's just about shaking it off, knowing who you belong with and what you need to surround yourself with, and really connecting to people who can relate to you for who you really are, and help you to just be solid in standing your ground for who you are, and moving forward with the grounding of the earth, and the solidness of yourself, and know that in being solid, and just having your confidence and moving forward, that there is nothing to worry about. It's really when people get afraid that things go wrong. That fear will screw people up a lot, because it stops them in their behavior. It stops them in taking action. It causes inaction when you become afraid, And this is really about needing to connect with the right people, step out of that fear, and remember who you are, and that you will regain your throne if there was a part of your power that you have been missing, and that this is just a, a way for you to kind of learn about humanity so that you can teach when you regain your throne, because you have been the same person through and through. You've never changed, and it's just about circumstances around you that have covered your face or changed your face where you were not seen temporarily, but the information will come to light, and you will be seen. And not only will you be seen in the present, but you will be seen in the past, and you will be honored in the present and the future. So anyway, and then middle card, fruitfulness, just things that really our authenticity and our strength of self is fruitful. And as we move forward, in our hearts and our frame of reference for what we're here to do and who we're here to be, and find the right group of people around us to connect with, where we are being respected, and they add to our nature and understand us and promote us in our paths on our in our lives, in ourselves, and they enhance us and further us. That's all we need. That's everything. That's what life's all about, and that will really bring us forward powerfully in abundance and bearing the fruits that we're here to rightfully taste and experience. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.